Mizutina.
Hey everyone, we're doing basically manga chat, manga Monday, manga something, where basically all I do is talk about manga. Well, more like what I liked about, what I disliked about, casual rambly reviews that I put under the disguise of reviews, but it's really just bad. But, you know, gotta do something. And today we will have Cocktail Volume 2. I recently got this not long after I got the first one, I think. No, wait. I pre-ordered 3, and then I found 2 finally somewhere else cheaper. Because, I don't want to spend that much. As you know, Kakyo is done by Waka Loka, as well as Midori Yuma and La Ruha. Now, basically, this continues on with Aoi still trying to find a job, but she's having no luck whatsoever. But she ends up helping a Tengu out, who now offers her to join his family. Let's just say she doesn't agree because it happens very early on in the manga, like basically the first freaking chapter. The art, as usual, gorgeous. The story's getting really good as it ends on a cliffhanger where, she's looking after a snow witch girl chick. Snow woman! That's it, Snow Woman. Ah, I remember now. This is a part of a series, ongoing. I only know about, I think, five volumes are out currently. I've only got 2 out of 3. Third one's on its way. Haven't pre-ordered 4, haven't pre-ordered 5. I don't know how far the series is going into the future, but I don't mind. It's actually pretty good. Look at the cute little kitsune. Anyway, I love the art. It's adorable. It's so pretty. The back shows you like a red light district type thing. Okay, it's just really pretty. I don't know what else I can really say without spoiling the story much more, but I really enjoyed the volume. I also like the character development, especially between Aoi and what's its face. I'm so bad with remembering names. I forgot. I keep calling him Dana. Dana? Donna? I think it's Dana. Yeah. I forgot the Tengu's name. I'm so sorry. I'm not really good at this. Odana. There you go. Odana. I'll call him that from now on until I remember his damn name. Fudge muffin. I can't believe I forgot his name already and I just read this. What I disliked about it is the obvious cliffhanger at the end because, we gotta end the chapter very interestingly so you buy the next volume. You don't have to try that hard with me. I will finish this series regardless because I started it. I give this a 4 out of 5 bookmarks because I really enjoyed it and I really want the 3rd volume. But, may all have to wait, coming from the UK. Usual fun stuff. Next, we have something not for children, as it will say right there. Focus. Gosh darn it, focus. Nope. Yep, there you go, focused. Because it is Gantz Omnibus 2. And it's not focusing again. Focus, thank you. As you notice, the last 2 books were indeed covered by yours truly. I'm not very good at it, but I try. Typical omnibus price, very expensive. Got it from Kino because they have it cheaper than everywhere else and I have to wait for it to get in stock before it gets sent to me. Anyway, this is the next 3 volumes of 4 to 6. It is still very violent. There is a lot more sex in this than usual because that sexually frustrated, now no longer a virgin guy. I'm not even sure if he was a virgin in the first place. Not that it's a bad thing. Remember that, kiddies. It's not bad to be a virgin. In my opinion, anyway. Look at that. The art's still pretty. It's still heavily violent. This is why I like it so much, because it's violent. The only thing I dislike is waiting for the next volume, because I'm impatient as hell, and I want to know what happens next. Would I recommend this? Yes. As long as, you don't mind violence, gore, sex, and you're over the age of 18, because I have to emphasize that fact so much, because legally I'm supposed to, you know, because you're not allowed to recommend violence and sex for children. But it's such a good manga. I give this also a 4 out of 5 bookmarks, because I really, 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 really want to read more. But I have to wait till volume 3 comes out, I think in the next 2 months. And I hate waiting. The only thing I really liked about it was the story actually, because it's getting more interesting. And it's slowly but surely revealing more answers about what's happening. And that one annoying shit character's finally gone because he got himself killed. And that's me being nice about it. I like the females, actually. They're very interesting. It's just the bad thing is I forgot their names. I know that's Kei, and that's Kaito. Kaito. Tits. Bigger tits. I will remember their names for the next video. When I get 3, and I read it, and I show off. Now, I read this one last night. I really don't get the premise of the whole story, besides guy meets girl, girl moves away, they write letters, as time goes on, they become distant, girl kind of moves on, guy kind of still holds on to girl, hoping one day to see her again, but she's, you know, at that point, as much as she wants to be with him, she's with someone else now, you know, that type of thing. And if you can guess what it is from that poor synopsis, then I will give you a cookie. An Australian cookie. Anyway, 5 centimeters per second. I bought this originally because I liked the sound of it, because it sounded sweet and very, very sad. I like tragedies. Or sad mangas. I did not wrap this. The person I bought it off already had it wrapped. It is done by Makoto Shinkai. I love a lot of his works. I have a lot of his works. I think it's a omnibus. If not, it's definitely a one-shot. I also like the other works, like Garden of Words. Word of Garden? Nope, Garden of Words. And She and Her Cat. I think he did She and Her Cat. Yeah, I think he did those two. I would like more of his works, like shoot, I know it. I can see it in my head. It is really pretty. I think it's like distant stars falling of a distant star or something like that. Fallen voice of a distant star or something like that. Shit, I am really bad with names. When I see the picture, I'll know it. Yeah. I don't like the dude as much as I like the chick, because the dude reminds me a lot of myself sometimes, where he's distant and doesn't want to move forward to people because forming that connection could end up you getting hurt, that type of thing. But I really like this. It's a beautiful, beautiful story, very sad. It doesn't end the way you want. The art is gorgeous. Oh my god. You have color pages at the beginning, and only at the beginning. That is beautiful. The title. You learn about what the title actually means. 5 centimeters per second is basically the speed of a falling cherry blossom. Petal thing. And I thought that was beautiful. And I like the fact that a lot of this is about the speed of moving, or how things go. And basically it's a story about moving on with life, losing connection, building connections, moving towards a dream. It also has love and loss. It has characters that you just get really attached to, and you really wish for them to end in the best way possible, but at the same time, this story does not really end. It just, well, you know, honestly, it just ends. The end. That's the ending. Basically, a sky and a cherry blossom tree. Yeah, I spoiled the ending. It's just, it doesn't really end. Like, do the characters end up with someone besides knowing that the chick that this guy likes ends up with someone else? Does he end up with someone? He talks about finding someone, But does he really end up with someone? Just like the girl that used to like him. Does she end up with someone? It doesn't get answered. But I like the fact that it doesn't get answered because it leaves it open to something more, to something greater. Compared to other stories I've read, which are very emotional, heartstring tugging, it didn't make me cry as much as, like, maybe, I don't know, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, because that made me bawl. Or Wolf Children, Ami and Yuki. Yeah, as much as, I don't know if you would call it emotional, but it certainly did pull at my little heartstrings, and it's a manga series that I'm looking forward to buying the novel for, as well as for I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I haven't got around to it because I'm a lazy shit, and I'm not really a big light novel reader at the moment. I used to be a big book reader before, but I've gotten lazy ever since I started reading manga a lot more, and having over 1,000 mangas to read, yeah, it kind of makes you go, no, I think I'll just pass on reading books at the moment until I finish this huge pile. I give this a 4.5 bookmarks. And you're thinking, how can you put a 4.5 bookmark? What is a 0.5 bookmark? Just think of it as like those tiny little bookmarks that you don't get from Book Depository. This would be the general size of one of my bookmark rankings. There we go. It's also a shiny Kirby. Yeah, that would be my normal size of a bookmark. Also, I'm going to mention in this video what I'm currently reading this week, because those three I did read this week, but I've read also Beauty Pop 1 and 2. Who else? There was quite a few actually in that pile, but I moved them. Lapis Lazuli Crown. Not a bad read. I found it very boring though. Just like how I'm finding this series from the same distributor, The Lizard Prince. It's not bad. I find it kind of boring at the moment. As you can tell, I'm barely through it. I'm also reading, to help me try and read both, is this one. I'm barely in that one too, and it's called ION by Arina Tanamura. I like a lot of her works. Apparently this is her first ever work she ever done. And so far I'm finding it kind of interesting, kind of boring. Then again, I've been reading very powerful reads this week, like Gantz, with How Everyone's Dead, 5 centimeters per second, where basically will love blossom on this battlefield? And the answer is possibly, most likely, no. Or Kakuryou, which is a series I'm really into at the moment. Trying to remember what else I read this week, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Because they're probably not in my room, because I moved, as if you saw in the last video, there was books I've read there, but I moved them because I didn't think I was going to do this video today, but I lied to myself apparently. As you can tell, I've also changed the section a bit. I've moved Food Wars and put Tagami Bachi, Little Boo, and of course my little cuties. Don't worry, the creepy Care Bear, which is codenamed Devourer of Souls, is still in the corner. But anyway, that's pointless. But hopefully this week we'll get some interesting reads in, maybe even some interesting posts. I would have done a pin review, but I gave my partner his pins from that mail, and I've only got just the little mirror. It's like that big. I apologize. Just then the camera decided, while I was reaching for the pin, it's going to go kill itself. There you go. There's the pin. From Pindy Gamer. It is a baby Mew. Isn't she good? It's very, very cute. Let's focus on it. Look, it is done on rose gold. And it is gorgeous. Oh, so glad I bought that. Also in that order that I have is a keychain of Miles Edgeworth. Very cute, very nice. It's also double-sided. And he has glasses, my major weakness in this world. It is currently attached to my phone case with Kyo and Toru. As you can't tell. Ugh, because my hands are in the way. And Toru. Yay! Anyway, that is all. Hopefully that that will entertain you for a little while, as much as it entertained me as I keep bumping my damn camera. I'm getting there. I promise you. I will get better with time. But until then, read all the things. Yay!